Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 17 of FTB Beyond. I want to apologize for not having an episode on Friday last week, but I was just having a weird day and I didn't feel like recording. And of course, we start today with a lot of noise from Draconic Evolution. As you notice, I've made a few armor bits and stuff. Off camera, when I said I was going to fix up this thing, I actually managed to. And it's decently working. I fixed it with XNet. Basically, XNet has these connectors, which I could rename if I would want to. They're hooked up to the phantom faces, which are hooked up to the injectors above. And then you have a controller with which you control everything. So basically, you can set up, if I would go here, you can set up different channels like energy, logic, storage. Is that refined storage? No, it's storage, item, fluid, whatever. So I set up just some, I think they're item channels. Yeah, item channels. And the I's are for insert, the E's are for extract. So I insert into specific ones. The max amount is 1, so each gets 1. And then I extract the correct stuff from the middle one and so forth. So basically, if I request Draconic blocks, for example, or awakened draconian blocks, let's say that's 20, we're gonna get all of the items in here, and it's gonna pull them in, and it's gonna craft the thing. And after it's done, actually I don't need this here anymore. I still have this comparator detecting when it's ready to craft, and it sends a signal on this guy on the frequency 1, and apparently I can't see that for some reason. But yeah, it sends it over there. Maybe if I replace this? That is super weird. Frequency 1. That's a bit of a missing... It could be because I turned off... I installed Optifine. I turned off custom items. I think I'm gonna need to come back before this gets back because it'll take a little bit. Yeah, I'll be back in just a second. Yeah, I don't know why the texture's missing, but I presume it's off defined, so I'm going with that. But basically, yeah, I explained this, and the two channels, the 1 and 3, are set up for this doesn't need to be a thing. Are set up for one is for, I believe, draconian blocks or awakened draconian blocks, and the other one is for awakened cores. And I don't really need any recipes besides that, to be honest. So that's fine. I did, off camera, make the Draconic armor, and I fully upgraded it to Draconic level, which is the highest level I can do so far because I don't have Chaos shards. Chaos, I wanted to show you here. Chaos shards, these things. You get these from killing the Chaos Guardian, and I'm not gonna do that yet. But the Draconic armor is cool and fine, but I don't really like the look of it because it's all big and all ugly. So I made the Terra Steel armor from Botania, which Terra Steel, which just requires the 4 tier 2 runes: the spring, the summer, the winter, and the autumn. And I enchanted it with like unbreaking, protection, mending, and everything. I think it's repaired with mana as well, so it shouldn't be a problem. And I'm getting mana passively from this great amount of mana. But I put all of the enchants on. I put Soulbound on everything as well, on my Magnet, my Draconic Staff of Power, which is also a pretty cool thing. First of all, it is humongous. Second of all, I'm wearing armor, and you can't see it. That is because there is a thing in Botania that's called Phantom Ink, which is this thing, just simply made with some mana powders or any kind of dye, I think. Some glass and glass bottles, and you get 4 of those, and you can combine it with anything. I believe I can combine it with my sash as well, because that's my sash. Speaking of the sash, let's do that. Let's create some Phantom Ink. And I believe I can do that if I do sash plus this, yeah. And then I put it back. You don't see it. So I'm all cool without any bobble visibility or anything. So yeah, that's neat. I made the Draconic bow as well, which is also slightly huge. But yeah, I wanted to show you this thing. It is pretty big, and it's all pixelated, but it's fine. It's a pickaxe, a shovel, and everything combined. Like I can instant mine wood, which is really cool. Let's go up to the top floor. I can also, if we could go to the mining dimension, but I can show you here. You're going to see the particles. You can see like a little blue spot, which means that I can mine this block. And if I press Control, which is the key bind, I set up a couple profiles. So this one does a 3x3, a 5x5, a 9x9, and a 13x13. And I can show you all of the, that's the Optifine zoom. Controls. Are you Optifine? Here somewhere. Zoom, escape. I don't need the Optifine zoom. So, not the HUD. Pressing all the wrong buttons. Here, you can select the attack radius, which, I can bump up even higher. Because I upgraded. AoE safe mode is on. Dig AoE, you can change it from 1x1 to 13x13 with the Draconic upgrades, and I believe it goes higher with the Chaotic. The dig speed multiplier, the show dig AoE, and the dig depth can be basically bumped up so you can make cubes. So I can mine a 13x13x13 cube in one swing, which is really cool. The bow as well has some configurability, which has the arrow of Draconic power, which removes the need for ammunition and unlocks the shockwave effect. You can bump the base damage, the auto fire, the magnification, explosion power, arrow velocity, shockwave power. And if I turn shockwave on, I think I get to a point where I don't have enough power in the bow, which is fully upgraded, to even fire a single shot. So this is the speed. I think at like 2 or 3 shots, the Ender Dragon, I went to test it off camera. But yeah, I installed a few more of these molecular assemblers and the interfaces. I haven't hooked them up to any cabling yet because I need to run, I believe, this one and that one over. So I'll do that off camera, so you won't watch me place wires. But what I want to do today is we need wood. We need a supply of wood, which we're getting from the... we were stealing it from Steve's tree farm from before, but I'm playing this on my own anyway now because the pack on the server is broken or whatever. So I am hosting it locally on my computer. But we need a farming station, and I believe I made a recipe for it. And I think I should have everything. I'm missing pulse. Do I not have recipes for pulsating crystals? Farming station. Recipe for pulsating crystal. Interface. We can toss it somewhere here. And farming station. Okay, cool. We need some power, so we're gonna need a flux point. We're gonna need an unbreakable axe, which I can use just this one from Tinker's. We're gonna need some saplings. I will do some oak and some spruce, and then an ender chest, just to send the items back, and we should be good. Where do we want to place this? We also need an octadic capacitor. I forget how big this is, but probably here would be the best spot because it's enough space. So let's do this. Let's tear these guys down. And then we'll grab some grass and fill the gaps. Like so. Oh, nope. Saplings, I want those. Grass. Yeah, I'm also no longer running quantum quarries because they seem to be supremely laggy, so I'm only running the ore miner and the resource miner. And I'm gonna turn down the volume just a tad. Yeah, I can show you the bow. I can hit him. There we go. Insta-kill. Farming station. Let's put it here-ish. Perfect. Let's give it an octadic capacitor. Let's just give it some power on the top for now. I'm gonna put the ender chest there, but I wanna just give it some power. It's raining. It is raining. Okay. So let's give it some oak in these spots and some spruce in these spots. Magnum torch gonna be in the way? I think it might. We'll see. And we can grab the Ring of Growth. And actually, let's do this. Let's grab this flux point, put it underneath here. Say power send, and then give this an ender chest and a hatchet. And we can also give it bone meal, but I don't think that'll be necessary. And we can set this guy to push to the top. And if I hold this, should be getting growth text on trees. All the wood. Ow. Okay, let's give it a bit of... Oh. I don't know why I dropped some wood, but we can do this, toss the empowered things and just need a chest. And we can take the torch away and this torch away and move this magnum torch by like 1 block. Actually more than that over here. Ow. Yeah, this Ring of Growth is dangerous, but we should get enough saplings just to fill the entire thing. So if I search spruce wood, we should be getting spruce now. Should be great. Yeah, that's cool. And I think it's just it's gonna get enough power. It's the 100 RF attack. It's fine. And the hatch is not using durability, which is great. We have all the saplings mostly planted. We need to remove some more torches. And since we have it on pretty much always daytime, I don't have to worry about lighting around the farm to make it work. So that's cool. Yeah. This will run, make me trees, make me wood, which is cool. And if we need another type of wood, like currently I'm getting eucalyptus as well and hopseed from the, whatchamacallit, the resource miners, I think. Or I was getting this from the quantum quarry. And I have printed circuits that I don't need in my system. But yeah, this will do. I will figure out what we want to do next, and then I'll be back. I decided what to do. Last episode, I was when I was making the runes for the armor, I decided to make runes of gluttony, rune of gluttony, which are a requirement for making the kekimurus, which is a cool flower to make mana out of. Basically, make it out of cake. So what I want to do is make some kekimurus today, and start moving the botania stuff down in the base. So we can do the kekimurus here. We need my flower pouch. Actually, we have flowers in here. Flower. We needed orange, brown. We need my gluttony runes. I made 8 of them, so we can make 8 flowers. What else do we need? White, orange, brown, and pixie dust. Pixie. We need 8 of you. Just do like this, like that. 8. We need 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and then white. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that should be all that we need. We also need some seeds. 8 to be exact. Like so. Okay, so it was 2 of you, 2 of you, 2 of you, 1 of you, 1 of you. It's Kekimurus and a seed. Cool. Now we can get a bucket. Or 16. And then right click with an empty hand. More seeds. And I totally didn't flower. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 2 per, so it's 8 total. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, and 4. Like that. And pixie dust and rune of gluttony. Seed. Apparently it has a time frame in which you have to put the bucket back in and drop the seed. But yeah. That should give us the 8 Kekimuras. Cool. Now, wheat we have a ton of. We have 258,000. Plus, we can set up a thing to grind it into wheat flour, which I don't think we will have to because cake. I'm gonna try if you can use carrot cake, but other things, but we'll see. I don't know if he changed it yet, but we need milk buckets. So we need a cow that we milk, or we need a lot of those cows in a jar, but those are very slow. So just milking a cow will be better, I think. Some sugar, which we're getting from witch drops, or we can set up a sugarcane farm, but witch drops are fine. Eggs, we're gonna need chickens or bees, so chickens probably. And we don't get eggs from spawning chickens, I don't think. We need to have a chicken on a hopper getting us eggs, so that might be the bottleneck for the Kekimuras. But yeah, let me start moving some of this back down there and setting some things up, and then I'll be back. Okay, since we were gonna move it down here, so I cleared out some space underneath, and I ran a dense ME conduit from the network network receiver that is right under here, that is also running over to here to give this interface power, or AE power, I guess, and available channels. So what I want to do is have 4 of these guys. I think we can do that, and then we're gonna need some item conduit. Or is 1 gonna be enough? I don't know. Yeah, 1's gonna be enough if we give it speed upgrades. Yeah, that is fine. Let's do it. Let's do it like here. So the cow is. Let's grab some fence. The brick fence will do just fine. Actually, let's do some other fence. Fence. Do some spruce fences. I don't have spruce planks. Okay, if we put it here, 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 and up top here, we'll put one of these, and then we can set this guy to entity. And then I have a cow here and a golden lasso. And if I give you a bucket, you should fill it up. And then if I set this guy to push and pull, getting milk in the internal tank. Now we don't have fluid storage, so we actually don't want to do that. We just want to, yeah, we can just, let's get some milk buckets out of this guy. What we just want is to have a import bus. Actually, I have them on me. I need some to put all of these buckets away. I need some cable, just some glass cable. I need a level limiter, and import export, and a craft. How many buckets do we have? We have 9,000 buckets. We don't need a crafting card probably, since it's gonna import the empty buckets back into the system when it's making cake anyway. What do we need else? I think that should be good. So let's just run distance Emmy conduit underneath the cow. Carefully not breaking the block it's standing on. And let's come over back behind here. Okay, so we need to import the milk bucket. So let's say milk bucket. We say import. You should not import these guys. And you'll just grab that. Cool. And then we need a level emitter right here. Yeah, we'll run some cable around. And then we'll say export regular bucket. Not the one of the forest, regular bucket. When we have, let's say, 1000 emit when levels are below limit to 1024. I want to have that many milk buckets. We need my network tool. Network. And is it on me? It's on me. The cow is escaping because he walked on the thing. We need a redstone card. It's a active with signal. The problem is this is gonna... Is it gonna be fast enough, or do I need to... We're gonna do it like this. We're gonna take this off. We're gonna grab a transfer node, a transfer filter, and a transfer pipe. And we're gonna say a mini chest. And transfer node with a transfer filter and a transfer pipe, and say this to be single stack. And then below here we'll say export bus, export buckets with a redstone card with active with signal. We will take a glass cable, put the level emitter like this, and then run cable underneath. And set this guy to 1024 emit when levels are below limit of milk buckets. This should export. Okay. We need another fence just up here. Or I'll fill this with blocks anyway. Let me put some stone. And we'll leave a gap just if we need to go tinker with it, but I think it should be fine. If you look at bucket, you should be getting milk buckets. My question is, if I give you speed upgrades, speed. And then I give this guy speed upgrades. This is full, but a transfer node, I need just a stack upgrade. And then I need an import bus speed upgrade. And then I need a sound muffler. This is too loud. Yeah, that works. Super fast milk. Yep, insanely fast milk. Cool. That is neat. I haven't done it this way yet. I haven't used the speed upgrades or whatever. We can also grab some like glass or something to put the cow in. Let's just do some quite clear glass instead of the fences. that, and then glass there. Like so. That is perfectly fine. Okay, it's still making a little bit of noise, and it's weird because there's no lock placey things, but yeah. We have milk now. Now we can go set up a recipe for cake. Cake. Do we want a sag mill that is gonna make us wheat flour? I mean, we can just make flour out of wheat. Yeah, that's fine. That's gonna be the thing. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's give you this recipe. Actually, we'll do... Yeah, let's do that. Let's make this flour. We need a mortar and pestle. And then we need a recipe for mortar and pestle with wheat. 1 wheat equals 1 flour. We can toss this somewhere. Yeah, that's why I wanted more of the things. I'll move things around off camera, so to make it nice and pretty. And then wheat. It's flour. Craft me just one of these, please. You can take my golden lasso. And then if we do this, should be good. Milk buckets, sugar's fine. Egg, what can I replace egg with? Tofu egg. How do I make tofu egg? From tofu, which has no recipe yet, so I need eggs, basically. Okay, I have a cake recipe, which is cool. Let's toss it over here by vanilla items. So if I want 1 cake, I can have cake now. Okay, next thing we need chickens. Chicken. Or egg, even. Eggs. Sad part about eggs is that there's no other way, I don't think, other than chickens on a hopper. Ender chest. I'm gonna grab a ranged collector, because why not? And conduit. And we can put them over here. It's fine, they can be this already, what should have the center, like right here. Yeah. Let's grab some glass. Let's just leave them on the spruce wood, like so, like so. That, and then toss some eggs in. I don't know how many chickens I'll need to support my mana production, but probably at first I'm gonna need a bunch of them. But and I don't know if there's a way to accelerate egg laying with a mod of sorts. I'll just toss all of these eggs in that I've collected over the days. Okay. You can see how the server, like, the FPS is now at 20 for some reason. I don't know. Like, /TPS. Yeah, I don't know what's causing the lag, but it's fine. Yeah. In here. Take that off, and then I can use chisel and bits to make it nice and pretty. But we need a ranged collector, which I'll just put underneath here with whitelisting for eggs that I don't have. It'll be just on blacklist for now, and an ender chest with an item conduit set to extract, always active, and insert. And I have to wait like 20 minutes or so for the chickens to grow. Stone. Yeah, we're full on milk. That was easy enough. Cool. So basically I'm ready to set up the Kekimuras and all of that. So I will prepare some items off camera for me to set that up, and then I will be back. I looked at the time for the episode, and it's getting to the end. So what I did off camera, I just want to show you. I used some thickened glass from, I believe it's Extra Utilities, because it's able to be chiseled. And I have these chickens in here. I'm debating if I want to just get a creative drawer with eggs, so I don't have to have tile entities being chickens, which is basically chickens are laying eggs every, I don't know how many minutes they have a chance to lay an egg. So like I'm getting eggs slowly. And I don't know if I just want to set up a creative drawer just to not be bothered about having eggs or waiting for eggs or whatever. Like, I don't know. I'll see. I'll decide off camera. And I did the same thing for the cow. Basically, there's one more line. As you can see, like there's 2 lines up there and only 1 on the bottom. So they can only jump 1 high blocks, and this is 1 line over, so they can't jump. And I can still like kill them or whatever if I need to. And the cow has the same. So yeah, I wanna thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.